Hello, guys. Today I will be talking about intersection controller. Now, intersection controller is a. I'm pretty sure you've seen this before, right here. Seen this like this? If you've seen this gameplay, then you know which game I'm talking about. I'm talking about intersection controller and why I'm losing focus in it. Well, if you know me, I am that car boy, or Cars Are Cool 2022, but I changed it to I'm bored as fuck. Now, why I'm saying that is because I'm just losing interest in the game. I mean, the updates are kind of boring and stuff like that. I mean, sure, we have a new logo, we have wall decorations and stuff like that, detail, but overall, hoping for more for the updates that we've gotten over the years. Sure, new cars. Very amazing. Hoping for an update like that soon. But I'm hoping for new cars such as new modes such as metros, not like commuter trains like they're in the game, like metros that are like underground and stuff like that. I also, if you like make trains underground, you just can't see them at all. This is also with other stuff too, like bikes, cars, and bus lanes. No, pedestrians. Yeah, pedestrians. You just can't see them. So, a layer thing would be good. Layers to see other layers. Another thing that I'm hoping for are convertibles. Now, convertibles, if you know what a convertible looks like, you've seen it before on the roads. Wherever you are, you've seen a convertible. If you haven't, then. But, convertibles, yes. I'm hoping for a convertible. At least one convertible would be good, but multiple would be alright. But at least add a convertible, because I don't want to be custom making convertibles because I have no idea how to make a convertible. So yeah. Another thing I was hoping for are luxury cars, but we already had that in the game, so I'm skipping that. New SUVs is something I've also wanted on my list right here on the actual game itself. Now, supercars. We have sports cars in the game, obviously, sports 1 to 8. But overall, those are just the cheap kind of cars, because when I'm making my Car Maker series, if you know my Car Maker series, then sure. But making my Car Maker series, I have to use those. But why not use actual supercars that have actual doors that do that, like that, basically? They could be a little different from the normal sports cars, but they could be near them, like sports, it's like supercar, super 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, like that. The hatchback idea, well, nah. But more compact cars would be good overall. So moving on. New SUVs and two-door SUV. I am begging Shadow Tree to make new SUVs. Two-door SUVs, because we have four-door SUVs, we have four-door crossovers. We have SUV 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11. And we have, obviously, the SUVs themselves, but I think they could be a little more extended, probably, because they look a little bit small to be, like, full-size or something like that. But two-door SUVs, I am begging Shadow Tree to make two-door SUVs. Just add two-door SUVs, please. I'm begging you. Next idea on my list of stuff is electric cars and electric details. Now, obviously, electric cars exist nowadays. They weren't as popular back then, but they have a history, a very big history. They were made back in the 1800s, and the first actual car, EV, that I actually know is that Honda car thing. I'm pretty sure you don't remember that, but yeah, that's the first EV I think of. But obviously, new EVs include the Chevy Volt, Chevy Bolt, the Nissan Leaf, the Toyota Prius. That's a hybrid, the plug-in version. Honda Accord plug-in, Honda EV stuff, the Insight, and obviously Teslas, because Teslas are the biggest thing now. But if they don't add electric cars, then add a scenario where I don't think that scenario is really gonna work, but like, yeah, it can be custom made, but electric plugins like that stuff. Like if that could be like an actual item, then I would use that to show electric cars being plugged in and stuff like that. Executive cars. Now, a limo would be actually good to see in the game, but if they have a problem using the limousine look, then I'm totally fine with them not adding that, but yeah. Metros. We talked about this in the beginning. Metros. Thinking of the word. Metros. Yes, metros. Add metros in the game, please. I do not want to be using normal commuter trains to represent metros, for God's sake. If you add metros in the game, then actually like make them move on their own, like underground, above ground. Just call it the metro itself. Sure, tube stock, NYC, use it. But please at least add metros, because the only type of train in the game are commuter trains and steam trains, but no metros in the game at all. So yeah, just add metros. And the final thing on my list is airplanes, planes. Add airplanes, planes, and an airplane lane, and a boat lane too. Please add planes, Shadow Tree, add planes. Adding planes would be the greatest thing. People wouldn't have to make them by themselves. And yes, I'm actually picturing something in my brain of a plane that Shadow Tree could make, but add planes so airports could be made easier in the game. Sure, get the building, make it, boom, that stuff. But airplanes. Add airplanes so we don't have to do that. Add at least a plane or so, just one. At least plane one or something. Because that could be an airplane. Basically, passenger airplane. And if you have the actual thing, then add cargo planes too. That haul cargo all around the world. But it'd be kind of, if airplanes wouldn't be flying in the sky, then that could, hurt the bird's eye view of the game, which it's obviously viewed from. So I could see how that is really a problem, but just add airplanes for decoration. And that is it for my wish list and why I'm bored of Intersection Controller. Thank you. Thanks for watching. So, play Intersection Controller because it's underrated. So, goodbye.